It's the motherfucking Gold Mike podcast where the mic is gold and this is a podcast. I'm your host, Mark Paul, and today we have Bridgewater PD. Bridgewater is a New Jersey township, obviously in New Jersey, and police was called to a mall because a fight broke out in the middle of the mall. Okay, so I have the video here, so I'm not going to do too much explaining before I just get into the video. Let's just get into the video, and the video is going to show exactly what I'm about to say. Okay, so you see the two teams. They're engaged in an argument. One is black, one is white. The white team has his finger in the black guy's face, and the black guy knocks it out of his face, and this is and let me continue. So he pushes it. A whole fight breaks out. This is a neutral fight. A whole fight breaks out in the middle of the mall, and this is a neutral fight. This is not one person picking on the other, one person getting bullied. This is a neutral fight. But let's continue. This is a neutral fight, but if you really look at it, it looks like the white boy got the best of the black boy. That's just what it's looking like. It looks like he is not hanging with the white boy's hands. But let's continue. No, bro. Notice he throws him on the ground. The black guy gets thrown on the ground, faced up on his back. And the white boy, as you can see, he, continues to attack the black guy as he's on the ground on his back, trying to defend himself. But let's continue. And I don't know if you noticed, the cops are walking up right now, so they see the guy on the ground, the black guy on the ground, and the little white boy pretty much hovering over him, punching him. But let's continue.
Chill, Brian, get out, Brian, leave.
So you notice how when the police show up, you notice how they pull the white boy off, kind of just, moves him back. And then the other cop just kind of dives on the black boy. But let's let the video continue. Oh, wow. So, oh, wow. Look at this. So, the black boy was obviously not winning the fight. He was not winning the fight, obviously. So, when they pulled that white boy off of him, why did it warrant for the first guy to first dive on him, grabs him, trying to flip him around, and it looks like he lightweight picks him up and slams him on his face, and then pushes the little white boy on the couch and leaves him alone. So, and then the other white cop comes and helps the other white cop pin down the black boy that was getting beat up. This don't make sense. I'm gonna let it play though. This is definitely racially charged. Look at
Oh
that.
no.
Look at that. The white boy was able to stand up and they didn't even flinch. What if he was trying to get away? They didn't even care. All they knew that there were a white boy and there was a black boy fighting, and they called themselves, I guess, defending the white boy from beating up. I don't get this. I really don't get it. So let me just let the rest of the video play.
Yo, it says he's black.
So they are handcuffing. They got both their knees on this guy, restraining him. Little white boy over there is just standing up, la-di-da-di-da, as if he didn't even start the whole thing. You know? And this is just sad.
Racially motivated.
Not once did they handcuff the white boy, the obvious aggressor. The white boy was the obvious aggressor, yet he never gets handcuffed. He never gets attended to. All he does is get pulled off of the guy. He just pulls him off of him. They just pull the little white boy off of the black boy and just, pushes him over to the side while they detain the black boy. This is very, very weird. This is very weird. And they wonder why the relationship between black people and cops are the way they are. They wonder why the relationship between cops and black people are the way they are. It's because of how they treat us. They treat us as if we are the enemy every time. It never fails. Every time. We get the short end of the stick on most occasions. I'm not going to say every time. Most occasions, we get the short end of the stick. Why did this happen? Why wasn't both of the teams handcuffed? Why was the white team able to just, sit on the couch by himself, stand up, move around however way he wanted to? But the black guy had to have two grown people kneeling on him. This has got to be racially charged. And I can't wait till this old goofy Officer Tatum. I know Officer Tatum is going to say something about this. He's going to find an angle. He's going to find any angle to try to make it seem like the little black boy was wrong in any kind of way. Mark my words, once Officer Tatum makes a video about this, he is going to make it seem like it was something the little black boy did wrong, and it justified whatever happened to him, which is crazy. But I'm gonna switch my screen in a little bit, and I want to just read some of the comments from people. It's just like people are just so disingenuous to the point where it's just retarded. And I believe this will be like kind of the stance that Officer Tatum with. Officer Tatum continuously has a disingenuous outlook on things that has to do with black people. So let me do the display capture. Oh, boom, there we go. This is my screen from YouTube. And I'm gonna read some of these comments. Papa Willie, check out Papa Willie 9 minutes ago. LOL, nice editing. I wonder if anything was left out of the story. Why would anything be left out of the story, Papa Willie? Why do you think that just because there were some parts taken out that, there was things left out of the story? Why do you think that? If there were a part taken out, it probably really didn't have anything to do with the actual situation. Or is he saying that the video was too short? Like, what are you saying, Papa Willie? What are you saying? And I don't even know how to say this, but it's pretty clear to me the cops only handcuffed the kid that was still fighting. And we seen in our video just now that when the cops approached, the only kid still fighting, hovering over another kid, was the little white boy. The let's see if we can find some more idiotic comments. All I know is the video cut to the cops on the ground. Obviously, News Network didn't want to show the initial separation, where who knows if the black kid resisted in the slightest, and the Mexican just hands down upped it. I don't understand. I really don't understand this comment. All I know is the black kid threw the first punch. Black kid getting charged, baby. Look at that. Look at that. So he's gonna just ignore the fact that the little white boy had his finger in the guy's face. If you got your finger in anybody's face, you're gonna remove their finger, or you just a punk pussy. You're gonna remove their finger out of your face. And from my understanding of what happened, what I read from the news report, the black boy was defending another kid who was getting bullied by that kid. So let's let that sink. Let's let that sink. Well, this one, look at this comment. That's regular cop activity in New Jersey. Been like that since I can remember. That's why we move. That says a lot about this. And I'm gonna read this one here, because I seen this one earlier, and this one, I kind of question, the validity of this statement, but it could be true. But this guy writes, "This triggered good memories for me. I did 8 years in prison and 5 years post-release for assault on an officer, resisting arrest, and impeding an investigation. A cop, Detective Harrington, who he name dropped him, in my area was profiling and choking a 15-year-old black kid, Deontay. He's now his god brother. I jumped from my dad's truck, I bet that's what he said, and snatched the cop off, and we fought for a solid 10 minutes. My dad was making sure Deontay was okay. I did my time and have no regrets. If I was at that mall, either the cop or the kid they didn't handcuff wouldn't gotten this work for the way those cops treated that black kid. Straight up. We need more people to stand up. I'm not saying that I'm gonna be like that, Mr. Captain, save a motherfucker, and I don't even know the situation. No, but it's good that there's people out here like that, And then we're gonna just read some of the comments from the people that commented from what he said. Much respect to you. LOL, he did almost a decade for a person that would have killed you for the shoes on your feet and the $20 in your wallet. Smart. Look at that. Let's let this comment sink. LOL, did almost a decade for a person that would have killed you for the shoes on your feet and the $20 in your wallet. So basically, I believe this is the outlook from a lot of white people, how they view black people. And this is the reason why this situation happened, is the way people look at other people. If those cops looked at everyone equal, this wouldn't have happened. This really wouldn't have happened. But since it was a black guy and a white guy, this happened. And nobody can say that, anything different. They can't say anything different. This is like this. I have the full video, the unedited video from the time the fight broke out until the time the cops pulled up. I have all of that. And it's just sad that we have people like this who view black people in this way. And I believe a lot of the people that view black people in this same manner that this guy does, they end up being cops, and then they end up patrolling black areas, and then they end up in situations like this. I'm gonna read a couple more comments. Racism requires such profound stupidity and ignorance. Not sure what that's supposed to mean. The problem is the media, and they love people like you. What is that supposed to mean? How is this the media's fault that there was a fight? There was a fight between two teams. How is this the media fault? And when obviously the white team was getting the better of the black team, when the police showed up, the black team still gets the short end of the stick. And this this goofy person right here blames the media. This shit is crazy. I'm not gonna go no further, man. I'm gonna just leave it right here. This is disgusting. There's no reason why this should happen. I believe they should have been detained equally. I don't believe that they should have been a big difference in how they were treated. One cop should have grabbed one kid and the other cop should have grabbed the other kid equally and detained them both, if you want to be fair. But when you're black, there's a different set of rules for us. It's the Go Mike Podcast, where the mic is go, and this is a podcast. I'm your host, Mark Paul, and I'm out. But before I'm out, I'm going to go ahead and play the video for you one more time so that you can get a good look at the unedited truth of what actually happened.
Right now, we're talking to individual. What do you think? You know, come outside.
Oh!
Yo!
No, bro. Chill. Brian, get up. Brian, leave. Oh no! Yo, it's because he's black. Racially motivated.
And one more thing. He didn't just kneel on him, and handcuffed him. He was handling him unnecessarily rough. And he was the one getting his ass beat. But I'm not going to go for too long. It's the Go Mike Podcast, where the mic is go, and this is a podcast. I'm your host, Mark Paul. And I'm out.